Hello, everybody. My name is Mikaela, and welcome to this 30-minute full body bar workout. All you need for this workout is a set of weights. I have a set of 5s, but you can grab lighter weights if you want. Just don't grab heavier weights. So whenever you're ready, we're going to get started. Let's get started with our feet directly underneath our hips, with our arms stacked out in front and our shoulders rolled back. We are going to do a march with our left legs going up first in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Let's march. Can we have our toes either pointed or flexed so everything's getting activated? Can we exhale as we lift our knees up and inhale as our feet go down? Option to bring your arms up overhead, and when I count you off, you can add a pull down with your elbows as your knees go up in 4, 3, 2, and 1. We pull. We pull. Can you pull your shoulder blades together like you're trying to squeeze a pencil? We're just activating our upper backs and our cores. Can we keep our lower backs neutral? All right. When I count you off next, you have the option to add a twist, opposite elbow to opposite knee. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. We twist, we twist, we twist. We're just firing up our obliques here. The twist is totally optional if it doesn't feel good on your lower back. I invite you to just keep your march in front. Now keep going. And when I count you off next, we're going to do some glute kicks, stepping with our right feet and kicking with our left heels. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. We step, kick, step, kick. Can we have our feet either point, actually have your feet flexed, just so your heels can get as close to your back side body as you can get them. Option to pull your elbows back as you kick. Now keep going. When I count you off next, we're going to do some overhead reaches, keeping both of our feet on the mat. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. We step, reach, step, reach. Can you exhale as you reach and inhale as your arms come down? Now keep going. When I count you off next, we are going to do some cross body reaches. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. We step, cross, step, cross, step, cross. Still firing up our obliques and also warming up our backs. All right, keep going. When I count you off next, we're gonna meet in a stand for some squats. Just stand in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. All right, feet hip distance apart. We are going to squat down for 2 and up for 2. When I count you off here, in 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're down for 2. We're up for 2. Can we press into our heels? And can we send our hips back into our heels just so we don't rock, just so we don't shift our weight into our toes? Now pretty soon you can stay at this pace, or you can speed it up when I count you off in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. We're down, we're up, we're down, we're up. We're here for 4, for 3, last 2, and 1. Shake out your legs, and now meet me on the mat for our plank section. We are going to start in a tabletop position with our shoulders rolled back. We're going to tuck our toes under, and we're going to lift our knees up off the mat, keeping our lower backs nice and neutral. We are going to do some bear plank walks, where we step our toes out behind us into a high plank, and then we bring our knees back underneath our hips. If you're not there yet, get into a bear plank. We're gonna alternate walking our feet back, starting with our left in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. Out and out. We're in, we're in. When you walk your knees in, can you have your knees land underneath your hips? We're in, we're in, we're out, we're out. Can you exhale as you bring your knees in? And can you inhale as your feet go back? Can you keep your gaze towards the top of your mat so your neck is in line with the rest of your body? And can we also lift our core away from the mat just so it's coming towards our rib cage and engaging? Now keep going. When I count you off next, I'll have you meet me with your knees underneath your hips. And we're gonna do some bear plank taps to the beat. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. Tap down and up, tap down and up. We inhale down, we exhale up. Can we have our elbows slightly bent? as we tap down and up, just so your elbows don't lock. We're down, we're up, keep breathing. When I count you off next, we're gonna go back to our bear plank walks, starting with our right feet going back this time in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go, walk back, come in, and in, walk back, and back, come in, and in. Are we still breathing? Your breath is super important throughout the workout because your breath will guide you through every movement and also help with reducing fatigue. We're in, we're out. Now pretty soon, we're gonna end in a bear plank hold with our knees below our hips in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So bring your knees back underneath your hips. All right, we're just gonna hold here. We're almost done. We inhale for 2. We exhale for 2. Are we still pushing our necks back towards the ceiling? Looking down towards the tops of our mats. We're here for 4, for 3, last 2, and 1. All right, send your knees as wide as the mat and bring your hips back into a child's pose. All right, just let your arms and your core stretch out. That was a good full body activation right there. Whenever you are ready, we are gonna grab our weights. Again, I have 5 pounds, but you can go lighter if you want. All right, we're gonna have our feet hip width distance apart, and we are gonna hinge forward, letting our glutes go back and we're gonna have a slight bend to our knees. Our elbows are going to go up an inch above our rib cages with our elbows going towards the ceiling, and we're going to do some tricep kickbacks, going back for 2 counts and forward for 2 counts in 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're back for 2, come forward for 2, come back for 2, come forward for 2. We exhale, kicking back. We inhale, coming forward. Are we keeping our elbows in one spot instead of letting them swing? We want to keep our elbows in one spot so our triceps are engaging and we're not putting the engagement in our shoulders just yet. Now when I count you off, you can stay at this pace or you can speed it up. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. We're down. Sorry, we're not down. We're up and we're back and forward. We're back and forward. Those are better words for what we are doing. Keep breathing. Are we keeping our neck nice in line with the rest of our bodies? Now keep going. Pretty soon, we're gonna keep our arms straight back behind us and we're gonna do tiny lifts up towards the ceiling. In 4, 3, 2, and 1, little lift. Little lift. Can we keep our waist about an inch above our hips? We inhale for 2. We exhale for 2. Squeezing our triceps and our shoulder blades together. Pretty soon, we're gonna keep our arms nice and straight. We're gonna lower down for 2 and up for 2. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. We lower for 2. We lift for 2. We lower for 2. We lift for 2. Pretty soon, we'll speed it up. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. We lower. We lift. We lower and lift. We lower and lift. Can you exhale on your way up and inhale on your way down? Are we still squeezing our triceps? And are we squeezing our shoulder blades together? We're down, we're up, we're down, we're up. Now pretty soon, we're gonna go back to those straight arm pulses when I count you off. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Hold up, little lift, little lift. We inhale for 2. We exhale for 2. Now pretty soon we're gonna do 1 lift up and 1 clap to the middle when I count you off. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. 1 lift, 1 clap, 1 lift, and a clap. 1 lift and a clap. We're almost done. Option to drop your weights. I'm surprised I haven't dropped my weights yet because these are feeling heavy. Pretty soon, we're gonna end with little lifts up towards the ceiling when I count you off. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. Little lift, little lift. I'm tapping out of those weights. We lift, we lift. We're here for 4. We're here for 3. Last 2. And 1. Stand up and just let your arms shake out. And maybe you want to tap your triceps as well. All right. Whenever you're ready, grab your weights back in your hands if you put them down. Let's get our feet much wider than hip distance with our toes turned out to about 45 degrees. Let's first sink down into a wide second squat. Make sure your lower back is nice and neutral and your shoulders are rolled back over your hips with your head above your tailbone. All right, let's have our weights. Let's have our arms turned out to the side. We're gonna come down into our wide second squat and we're just gonna curl our weights up as we go down. Go super slow to start. In 4, 3, 2, and 1, come down. Side curl, come up and lower. Come down, side curl, come up and lower. Can we press into the mat with our heels? Make sure your toes are turned to 45 degrees instead of turned so they're pointed towards the wall next to you, meaning you don't want to turn them so they're pointing the wall next to you. When I count you off, you have the option to stay at this pace or you can speed it up. In 4, 3, 2, and 1, we're down, we're up. Can we squeeze our inner thighs together and can we flex our biceps so they're engaged and we're showing the world how strong we are. Exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up. Now keep going. Pretty soon what we're going to do is hold down in our squats. We're gonna pulse in our squats and do tiny reaches with our arms in a half bicep curl in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. We're just dipping and reaching here. Reach dip, 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 reach dip. We inhale for 2, we exhale for 2. Now pretty soon, we're just gonna hold in our squats and we're just gonna turn our weights in towards the center, then back out to the side. So we're keeping our arms in a half curl. We're gonna hold and turn in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go, turn in for 2, turn out for 2. We inhale, turning in. We exhale, turning out. We inhale, turning in. We exhale, turning out. Pretty soon we'll speed it up. In 4, 3, 2, and 1, you're in, you're out. Can you have your belly coming towards your rib cage so your lower back is nice and neutral and your core is engaged? Are you still breathing? We're in, we're out, we're in, we're out. Now keep going. Pretty soon we're gonna go back to our squats and our curls. We're still curling out to the side. We're gonna go up in our squats first. When I count you off, in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go, up, lower, down, up, lower, down, curl, up, lower, down, curl, up, lower, down, curl. Can you keep your shoulders shrugged about an inch towards your ears just so your elbows stay away from about an inch away from your rib cage, from your rib cages. Keep breathing here. Pretty soon we're gonna end with our squat pulses and little reaches in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go, pulse reach, pulse reach. We inhale for 2, we exhale for 2. Pulse reach, pulse reach. Option, just hold down in your squat as you do a little reaches out. Pulse reach, pulse reach, pulse reach. Here for 4, we're here for 3. Last 2. And 1. All right, let's ditch the weights. We are officially done with the weights. Now we are going to be getting into some shoulders and lower body. We're going to be working our quads while we work our shoulders. So we're going to be facing the tops of our mats. We're going to have our right feet back and our left feet forward, pressing into our front heels. We're going to start with our arms out at a goal post. We're gonna lunge down, with our arms at goalpost. And then we're gonna come all the way up and press our arms up. We'll go slow, going down first. In 4, 3, 2, and 1, we're down. For 2, we're up. For 2, we're down. For 2, we're up. For 2, I'll turn so you can see what I'm doing with my arms. We're up. For 2, we're down. For 2, we're up. For 2, can we make sure we're not leaning into our front feet? Pretty soon, we'll speed it up. In 4, 3, 2, and 1, you're down. You're up. You're down. You're up. You're down. You're up. Can we pull down with resistance with our arms, like we're trying to pull on a heavy rope, just so we're activating our upper backs and really working our shoulders. Pretty soon, we're gonna hold down in our lunges, and starting with our arms at goalposts, we're gonna close our arms in towards the middle and then back out to the sides. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1, come down and close. For 2, arms open. For 2, arms close. For 2, arms open. For 2, pretty soon we'll speed it up. In 4, 3, 2, and 1, we close, we open. Option to add little pulses down as you close and open. We close, we open, dip, close, dip, open, dip, close, dip, open. Squeezing our chests as our arms come towards each other. Pretty soon, our hands are gonna stay together, and we're gonna pulse our hands up to the ceiling as we keep dipping down in our lunges. In 4, 3, 2, and 1, lift, dip, lift, dip, lift, dip, lift, dip. Prayer pulses as you do. Little dips down in your lunges. We're here for 4, here for 3, last 2, and 1. Let's stand all the way up and get our right feet in front this time, and our left feet are back. Let's start with our arms at goalpost. When you come down in your lunge this time, you're gonna turn your palms down towards the floor, and then when you come up, you turn your arms up so your fingertips are facing the ceiling. We'll start this super slow together when I count you off. In 4, 3, 2, and 1, come down and slap, come up and lift, come down and slap, come up and lift. And I'm saying slap because these are called water slaps technically. Pretty soon we'll speed it up. In 4, 3, 2, and 1, we're down, we're up, we're down, we're up, we're down, we're up, we're down, we're up. Now pretty soon we're gonna stay down in our lunges, and we'll do little pulls back with our elbows as we hold in our lunges here. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1, come down, little pull, option to do little dips down as you do your tiny pulls. We inhale for 2, we exhale for 2, we're here for 4, here for 3, last 2, and 1. Stand all the way up, have your feet directly underneath your hips. And we're just gonna do some squats here. So just like what we did at the very beginning during our warm-up, we're just gonna squat down for 2 and up for 2 when I count you off. In 4, in 3, we squat in 2, and 1, here we go. We're down for 2, we're up for 2, we're down for 2, we're up for 2. Can we squeeze our glutes on the way up? Pretty soon you can speed it up or stay here. In 4, 3, 2, and 1, we're down, we're up, we're down, we're up. If you're finding that your knees are passing your toes, sit back into your heels a little bit more. But if your knees are still passing your toes, just don't squat as low. You don't wanna force your squat down. You don't wanna force it further down than your body can handle. We're down, we're up. Now pretty soon we're just gonna pulse our squats down. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go, little dip, little dip. We inhale for 2, squeezing our glutes as we dip. We exhale for 2, we inhale for 2, we exhale for 2. Keep breathing here. Pretty soon we're gonna hold in our squats and alternating, pedaling our feet out, starting with our right heels going up. In 4, 3, 2, and 1, lift up and down, heel up and down, heel up and down, heel up and down. Pretty soon you have the option to add little pulses down. as your heels pedal out. In 4, 3, pull, 2, and 1. Pulse lift and down. Pulse lift and down. Pulse lift and down. Pretty soon we're back into full range squats. When I count you off, in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. We're up, we're down, we're up, we're down, we're up, we're down. Pretty soon we'll do one last round of pulses. When I count you off, in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. We pulse for 4, for 3, last 2, and 1. Let's get all the way down on our mats for the rest of this workout. We're gonna be all the way down on our right elbows, and we're going to first extend our legs and then bend our knees so our heels are in line with our glutes. We're gonna do a clamshell where we open our top legs up and then we lower them back down so our knees are connecting again. All right, we'll do the clamshell super slow to start here. In 4, 3, 2, and 1, we lift. For 2, we lower. For 2, we lift. For 2, we lower. For 2. Now keep going. Pretty soon you can stay at this pace if it feels good, or you can speed it up. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. We open, we close. Can we press into the mat with our bottom legs? Just so we're anchored down. Open and close. We open and close. We open and close. We open and close. Pretty soon we're gonna pulse our legs up in our clamshells. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. Little lift, little lift. We inhale for 2. We exhale for 2. Keep breathing, keep breathing. We inhale for 2. We exhale for 2. Now keep pulsing and start straightening your top leg. Pretty soon we're gonna do some leg lifts going down and up when I count you off. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. Lower down for 2 and up for 2. Lower down for 2 and up for 2. Pretty soon you can stay here or speed it up. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. We're down, we're up, we're down, we're up, we're down, we're up. Now pretty soon we're very slowly going to do some leg slides going back towards the wall behind us. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slide back. For 2, come forward. For 2, slide back. For 2, come forward. For 2. Pretty soon we'll speed it up. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're back. We're forward. We're back. We're forward. Can we press into the mats with our top hands just so we're not rocking back and forth? Pretty soon we'll just do little pushes back with our legs. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little push, little push, little push, little push. We're here for 4, for 3, last 2, and 1. Let's switch sides now. We're laying down on our left elbows this time. Our legs are bent, both of them are bent. We're gonna go into those slow clamshells when I count you off. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. We open. For 2, we close. For 2, we open. For 2, we close. For 2. Pretty soon we'll speed it up. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. We open, we close, we open, we close. Now pretty soon we're gonna get into those pulses. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. Little pulse, squeezing our side glutes here. Can you start to extend your leg as you pulse? Pretty soon we're gonna get into leg lifts, super slow. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. We lower. For 2, we lift. For 2. Pretty soon we'll speed it up. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. We lower. We lift. We lower. We lift. We lower. We lift. Pretty soon we'll slowly get into those leg slides. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. We slide. For 2, come forward. For 2, we slide. For 2, come forward. For 2, we slide. For 2, come forward. For 2. Pretty soon you can stay at this pace if you like it, or you can speed it up. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. We're forward. We're back. We're forward. We're back. We're forward. We're back. Pretty soon we'll just end with little pushes back. When I count you off. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little push. Little push. We're almost done here, I promise. We're here for 4, We're here for 3. Last 2. And 1. All right, let's sit all the way up. We are now getting into our core section. Let's lay all the way down on our mats. Let's start with our knees bent, with our toes pointed. Our knees are directly above our hips. We're gonna alternate lowering our toes down on the mat, starting with our right toes. In 4, in 3, go slow, in 2, and 1, here we go. We lower, for 2, we lift, for 2, we lower, for 2, we lift, for 2. Pretty soon you can straighten your leg on the way down. In 4, 3, 2, and 1, we lower, for 2, we lift, for 2. You inhale, coming down. You exhale, lifting up. Can we press our lower backs and the backs of our rib cages into the mat? Pretty soon we'll speed it up. In 4, 3, 2, and 1, we lower, we lift, we lower, we lift. Can you start to pick your head up? If picking your head up is hurting your neck at all, I invite you to just keep your head on the mat. Otherwise, we're gonna add a twist, opposite elbow to opposite knee. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1, here we go. We twist, lower, twist, lower, twist, lower, twist, lower. Exhaling on your way up and inhaling on your way down. Twist, lower, twist, lower, twist, lower. Now pretty soon you can stay here or take out the stop in the middle, speeding up the bicycles. In 4, 3, 2, and 1, we twist, we twist, we twist. We inhale for 2, we exhale for 2. Keep breathing here. We inhale for 2, we exhale for 2. Pretty soon both of our feet go down on the mat with our knees pointed towards the ceiling. We're just gonna crunch up and down to the beat. In 4, 3, 2, and 1, crunch up and down, crunch up and down. We're almost done, I promise. Home stretch. Can you keep your elbows winging out to the side instead of coming in front of your face? We're almost done. And can we keep our neck away from our chest, letting our head stay nice and heavy? We're almost done. Pretty soon we'll just end in pulses with our crunches. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1, here we go. Little lift, getting our shoulder blades off of the mat. Little lift, little lift, little lift, little lift. We're almost done, I promise. We're here for 4, for 3, last 2, and 1. We are officially done. Just lay all the way down. You can have your legs go straight out in front of you, or if you want to, you can pull your knees in towards your chest, and then you can just rock your knees right to left. We're gonna start massaging our backs, going into a quick stretch section. All right, just do little rocks with your knees, nothing huge. And then if you want to follow me, you can extend your right leg out down on the mat, pulling your left knee in towards your underarm. And you might feel a stretch right around your right hip flexor. And then if you want to, cross your left leg over your body and bring your gaze towards the left side, so the opposite direction. Inhale here. And then on your exhale, lift your left knee back up and then extend your left leg onto the mat, and then pull your right knee towards your right underarm, feeling a stretch in your left hip flexor. Maybe you want to roll out your ankle too. And then you can cross your right knee over your body, bringing your gaze to the opposite side. Inhale here. And then on your exhale, lift your knee back up, actually both knees, and allow your knees to rock right to left for a little lower back massage one more time. Inhale here. And then on your exhale, rock and roll up to a comfortable seated position. You can either be on your knees or you can be crisscross like me. Let's have our hands placed on our knees and our shoulders rolled back. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale, sweep your arms forward. Exhale, palms together, and then bring them to heart center. Thank you all so much for moving with me today. For more workouts like this every week, click that subscribe button. I post full-length workouts every Friday and workout shorts every Tuesday and Thursday. You can also follow me on Instagram. My handle is in the caption. Thank you all for moving with me today, and have a wonderful rest of your day. See you next time.